Welcome to Small Biz Big Wins, where every episode is a new journey into the heart of entrepreneurship. I'm your host, Sommer Poquette, here to navigate the thrilling world of small business with you. Each week, we dive into the inspiring stories and joyful triumphs of real business owners. Get ready to be empowered with actionable advice, and most importantly, celebrate the spirit of small business. Let's dive into how every small victory shapes your big success. This is Small Biz Big Wins. Let's make it happen. Hi, everyone. It's Sommer Poquette. I'm so excited to launch Small Biz Big Wins. This podcast has been on my mind and my heart for a while now. They say the secret to success is to stop wishing and start doing. So let's get started. Let's start at the beginning of my journey, back in 2008. I made a significant shift from teaching to a marketing career, a transition that happened quite unexpectedly. My career path was initially set towards education, but life had other plans. After becoming a parent, I ventured into the blogging world. Surprisingly, my blog gained significant traction, being featured in the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and ABC News Online, and even appeared in several books. The exposure opened doors for me to collaborate with top PR firms and well-known brands, including Whirlpool, Stonyfield Farms, eBay, and Verizon, and many more. Blogging evolved into consulting roles and brand ambassadorships. I traveled, I met people from all over, I spoke at conferences, and I made invaluable connections. At the same time, I held various full-time positions over the years, including leading an early childhood organization, managing marketing for a nutrition education company, and serving as a consultant for a global nutrition company. Balancing a full-time career, family life, and my growing interest in blogging and consulting, it was challenging to say the least. But it ignited a profound passion in me. I felt a compelling drive to establish my own company, not just to work for others and freelance, but to also turn my passion for helping other businesses into something I could do full-time. So fast forward to 2018. This was a significant year for me. I sold my blog. Yes, you can sell a blog. I left my steady job and I launched Keep It Real Social, a boutique marketing agency in Petoskey, Michigan. It's grown from just me to a team of 5 full-time employees and a network of talented contractors in just 5 years. Helping nearly 100 small businesses and counting, my mission to make a tangible difference is truly becoming a reality. This podcast is an extension of that mission. Small Biz Big Wins is not just a platform for sharing stories and advice, but a commitment to supporting and empowering small business owners and entrepreneurs. I want to produce a quality podcast that I personally want to listen to as a small business owner and that I feel inspired by. Steve Jobs said, "The people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do." And while this podcast might not change the world, I do hope that the stories, the advice, the lessons, the triumphs, all shared on Small Biz Big Wins will positively impact my fellow business owners. And who knows, maybe there'll be one show, one takeaway that will change someone's world for the better. On the theme of making a positive impact, I'd like to share the pivotal moment that led me to start my agency, a decision that wasn't made lightly. My role as a marketing manager for a nutrition education company was rewarding in so many ways. I had an excellent salary, a fantastic team, and my work was very fulfilling. However, the idea of starting my own venture, it lingered in my mind. It took a whole year of contemplation, during which I read books, I listened to podcasts, and I had invaluable conversations with trusted friends and a mentor who offered encouragement and perspective. Reflecting on it now, that year was crucial for gathering my thoughts, conducting research, and really building that courage to leap. It wasn't until 2018 that I felt truly ready, but in reality, every step of my journey was a preparation for this. Each job, each consulting project, my collaboration with PR firms, my travel experiences as a blogger, and every individual I encountered along the way contributed to my growth. I've learned that no chapter in our lives is insignificant. Each one is a building block for the next, even if its purpose is not immediately clear. My background in teaching and the education I received to become a teacher, for instance, They were not just about imparting knowledge in math or reading. They were shaping me to educate in a completely different capacity as a small business owner. Throughout 2017, I found myself in a state of deep reflection. I was evaluating benefits and the drawbacks of leaving my job to venture into truly the unknown. A guiding light through this period of indecision was a quote from Norman Vincent Peale. It was framed by my grandmother, and it said, "Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars." This quote was more than just words to me. It was a challenge to see if I could truly achieve what I dreamed of. The decisive moment came unexpectedly. One of my consulting clients presented this substantial year-long contract opportunity. This was a huge crossroads moment for me, juggling a full-time job, my side consulting work, my responsibilities as a mother and a wife. They just were no longer sustainable. I could not do it all. So it was clear a choice had to be made. With the realization, I scheduled a meeting with my boss, and I was determined to shoot for the moon. Deep down, I knew it was time. My instincts told me I was ready for this new chapter. A quick shout out to our sponsor, Keep It Real Social, an award-winning marketing agency. They're not just marketers, but storytellers, making your business shine. Thanks to Keep It Real Social for empowering us and our listeners in the digital world. For your digital marketing solutions, check out keepitrealsocial.com. Back to Small Biz Big Wins for more insights and inspiration. So taking that leap to start my agency, it was a significant step. And I was lucky to have the security of a dual income household. I had several clients who provided a steady income during the early stages of my business, which I'm so thankful for. My husband was incredibly supportive of my decision, but he also emphasized the importance to me of this venture being more than just a hobby. With 2 children and aspirations for our family, a stable income was essential. The situation underscored the need for my business venture to be a revenue generator and a profitable entity. It was a responsibility I took very seriously, understanding the importance of financial stability for my family's future. Discussing finances is crucial for any small business owner, especially if your goal is to generate income and make a profit. Just sustainable but profitable, and enough to provide salaries for myself and for others. While I'm not a financial expert by any means, I'd like to share the strategies that have worked for me over the last 5 years, hoping that they might offer some guidance and assistance to others navigating similar paths. So, number one, I use the Mike Michalowicz Profit First method. If you haven't read the book, Profit First, it's a must read. So what I did is I opened 3 bank accounts when I started my LLC. One was for profits, one was for taxes, and one was for operating expenses. The Profit First method is based on a very simple formula. Sales minus profit equals expenses. Each month, I would take my total sales and direct a percentage of the sales to the profit account first, then the tax account, and lastly, the expense account. I learned to run my business with what is left over and always have to have enough to first pay myself and then pay my taxes. I'm not an expert and there's way more to it, so please read the book. I've added a link to the show notes. Do I use this exact same method today, 5 years later? Honestly, no. I've gotten out of the habit. But yes, I still use the same concepts that have been ingrained in me from the very beginning. Number 2, I worked on my money mindset. Your money mindset is your beliefs, your attitudes around money and debt. Your money mindset drives your decisions on saving and on spending and how you handle your money, personally and in business. So I really recommend diving into that money mindset piece. I had a lot of work to do, but a very beneficial book for me was Reset Your Mindset by Natalie Ekdahl. You can also find that in the show notes. And like I said, I really recommend diving into that because it helps you on a professional level and a personal level. Number 3, I knew my weakness, and that was accounting. We can't all be good at everything, and that's okay. Accounting and bookkeeping are not my strong suit, and I know this about myself. So, first thing I did was I hired an accountant. The second hire I made was a team member I knew I could trust for bookkeeping. These are just three things that have been very instrumental in my business for financial management and growth. But as I said, I'm not a financial planner, and I admitted accounting is not my cup of tea. So, of course, we'll definitely have a future episode on this topic with an expert, but hopefully, these three tips will help you if you're looking for advice or just getting started and needing some guidance. As I wrap up this episode, I'd like to share a big win from my journey in starting my own business. At the end of each episode, my guest or I will celebrate a significant accomplishment, a testament to the joys and success of running a small business. While I'm fully aware of the challenges and the tough times that come with entrepreneurship, I believe on focusing on the positives and leaving you inspired. My standout moment from my first year of business was receiving a heartfelt letter from my 11-year-old daughter. I've even framed that letter in my office. It's a letter where she expressed her pride in me. It's not just a cherished keepsake, but a constant reminder that my actions can inspire others, and hopefully, I've shown her the importance of believing in herself and aiming high. Thanks for tuning in to the inaugural episode of Small Biz Big Wins, where I've shared my business journey and some financial insights with you. In the upcoming episodes, get ready to hear from various small business owners. They'll be sharing their experiences and advice on creating a positive work culture, expansion decisions, acquisition of other businesses, and the critical skill of pivoting as an owner, the dynamics of working with family, and so much more. We've got a wealth of exciting content lined up for you. Remember to subscribe to Small Biz Big Wins so you don't miss any of these great episodes. I'm eagerly anticipating next week's discussion on pinpointing your business niche featuring Beth Flynn, a successful realtor from Northern Michigan. So stay tuned.